Stories.
The Devil Takes a Bride. I've been asked often if there are humorous stories in our traditional folklore. There are very few indeed. It might be a good thing because as humor changes from year to year, what seems hilarious 75 years ago might not be funny at all today. Here is an old tale which brought lots of laughs in the old days. Since the tender age of 15, Miss Praxedes had only one aim in life, to find herself a husband. She was rather uncomely, and her temper was a mixture of black ink, ground glass, and cactus thorns. This combination of bad looks and nasty temper made the catching of a mate a difficult task. She used all the means known to women in order to find a man. She went to all the dances, went out on blind dates. She was active in Lonely Hearts clubs. No result. As the ordinary means didn't work, she went to see an old lady who was a wizard with herbs. Praxedes came back with loads of potions. She drank liters of eucalyptus tea, which was supposed to make her irresistible to men. She also had a powder, which was like a magnet. When poured on the porch of the desired male, it would bring him as if he were a zombie. She must not have followed the old lady's advice too well, because neither the tea nor the powder brought about the desired results. Miss Praxedes felt it was time for her to resort to spiritual means. She bombarded the heavens with her pleas. She prayed to all the great saints and also to many of the lesser known variety. By nothing, not even a nibble at the end of the line. Well, by the time she was 50, she was a very embittered woman. She was telling everyone she hadn't wanted to get married because there wasn't a man in sight you could trust. What she was not revealing to anyone is that she had given San Antonio, the preacher and the lovers, an ultimatum. Either you send me a man by the first of the year, or I'll marry the devil. As she was still very much single on the first, she wrote a note which she left on her night table. It read, "Mr. Devil, I would like to see you. There is a deal I would like to discuss with you. Sincerely yours, Praxedes." When she woke up the next morning, she was surprised to see an answer scribbled below her note. "Dear Praxedes, I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Sincerely yours, Satan." Poor girl. She did not know what to expect. She thought all devils had a long tail, burning eyes, and horns. When she went to open the door at noon, she couldn't believe her eyes. There stood a rather good-looking man. He was about 5 feet 10 inches tall, with broad, powerful shoulders, penetrating blue eyes, and a touch of gray on the sideburns. No horns, but lots of hair on the forehead, a mustache which turned up tips, which made his face smile even when he was angry. "What do you want from me?" he asked. "I want you to help me find a husband who is rich and young." "Why don't you marry me?" asked Satan in a moment of weakness. "I am rich, very rich. Not young for sure, but for us devils, that does not matter." To the devil's eternal regret, Praxedes accepted. He was never the same after that. Her cooking was so horrible, her character so unbearable, that his life became really hellish. He was a rather nice fellow sometimes until then, I hear. But since his marriage to Praxedes, he has become a holy terror.